New at 5, holding a note is a gift I wish I had.
Same.
A gift I think a lot of people wish they had, because only 0.01% of the population have perfect pitch.
Now, add to that the ability to belt, sing in front of a packed house,
right.
And in different languages, right? And that means opera singers are next level,
no kidding,
in my opinion. And we just learned one of the best in the business lives right here in Reno and is still making her mark in the world of opera.
Known as one of the greatest voices in the history of opera, Dolora Zajick has left an indelible impression on stages around the world.
Oh gosh, the Met, Chicago Lyric, San Francisco Opera, Houston Grand Opera, Washington National Opera, La Scala, Paris National Opera, Covent Garden, Salzburg, Deutsche Berlin. I mean, you know, I basically
toured the world.
Yes.
And she calls Reno home. At first, the University of Nevada, Reno student had her sights set on medicine, but it didn't take long before
I ended up dropping out of pre-med and going into singing because it turned out I had a voice.
A powerhouse that ended up at Manhattan School of Music, during which she earned bronze in an overseas Tchaikovsky competition, putting her dramatic voice on the map. The internationally acclaimed mezzo-soprano is also known for her singing technique.
Back in those days, people were afraid of chest voice. So they said, you'll ruin your voice if you use chest voice.
But since her debut at the San Francisco Opera in 1986,
I've been ruining my voice for almost 50 years.
Beautifully.
Yes.
Although now retired, Zajick founded the Institute for Young Dramatic Voices.
Large voices, dramatic voices, and voices for hard-to-cast repertoire.
She and a team of coaches from the most prestigious opera houses train up-and-comers from around the world at UNR, like Solomon Howard, who grew up in D.C.
Trying to constantly pressure him into gangs, and, you know, there were needles on the ground. I mean, it was a really horrid way for a child to grow up.
But music changed his life.
How gratifying that was when I was singing my last Aida at the Met, and he was on stage with me singing The King.
And the list of talent who's benefited from their mentorship goes on and on.
It's really gratifying when a singer comes up to you years later and says, thank you for saving my career, or thank you for helping me with that high note, thank you for helping me with this.
All this, along with moving audiences for decades, with a heart for music and a gift of song.
Tell me you do not have goosebumps.
Oh man.
She's amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah, so this opera boot camp is happening at the University of Nevada, July 10th through the end of the month. Dolores says they still have to raise about $75,000 though, and funding dried up, she says, as a result of COVID and all the political donations. So if you'd like to pitch in, pardon the pun, thanks Mike, you got me. We've posted a link to the Institute for Young Dramatic Voices on our website, 2news.com.